Thank you, John. Our third speaker will take us on a journey from Mobius strip to the Klein bottle. Don't worry if you don't know what these items are. She will tell you all about them and how they interact with each other. Presenting two of my favorite things, Sonja Prince.
So, how many of you know what a Mobius strip is? Oh, good. For those who don't, there are those little pieces of paper in front of you. And they have some did anybody have this on their math book when they were in like 7th grade? So they have some very interesting properties. If you take a pen, you all have pens, and draw a line all along that paper strip, it will meet itself, and you'll have written the line, you'll have drawn a line on both sides. It's a single-sided entity. If you cut it right down the middle, you'll get one of these. You get a longer, it's not another Mobius strip because it has 2 twists in it. And a Mobius strip only has 1. And it can be either a left-handed twist or a right-handed twist. This will come up later, there'll be a test. If you cut it again, you don't get an even longer strip because it's no longer a Mobius strip, you'll get 2 with double twists. If you cut it a third of the way from the edge, you will get 1 larger double twist strip and 1 smaller Mobius strip, which you will have essentially have cut the 2 outsides away from the middle. This is the middle. So, I've always loved Mobius strips. I don't know why, but a year or 2 ago, I started really thinking about them again, and I got to wondering, well, are these 2-dimensional or are they 3-dimensional? And so, I went to my favorite, Google, are they 2 or 3-dimensional? And really, there's no clear answer for that. The best answer is that they're a 2-dimensional entity that needs 3 dimensions to exist. And so I was like, wow, that's amazing. And so a little further reading brought me to the left and right-handedness of Mobius strips. If you take those 2 Mobius strips and stitch them together in 4 spatial dimensions, which is really hard to do in a 3-dimensional world, you get a Klein bottle. And John, my husband, bought, this is like one of my favorite things he ever got me as a gift. He saw that I was obsessed with them. And he bought this from a guy named Cliff Stoll, who he makes them, or he has them made and he sells them. He made one originally and thought it was just such a great thing. But you see, this has 1 surface. There's no inside and there's no outside. It's a topologist's dream or nightmare. We don't really know which. But it doesn't really exist in 3D space. It would, in 4 dimensions, it would not intersect itself like it does. But this is the best we can do with what we have. So, one of my favorite things, I encourage you to look up Cliff Stoll on your own time. And I think the title of the video is The Man with 10,000 Klein Bottles Under His House. And he's a fascinating person, if you haven't heard of him already. So there's another little thing about Mobius strips, and that's that they have a useful purpose. Math is not just for fun, to quote my husband's coworker. They can be used as conveyor belts. You wear both sides evenly. They've been used, whoever, you guys probably remember the old typewriters. They were a Mobius strip. The ribbon was a Mobius strip. You use both sides of that ribbon. So they have practical applications. They're not just fun. So I just thought I'd mention that. The other thing, this is like a rabbit hole, I gotta tell you. The other thing about the Klein bottle, I don't know, I kind of do maps. And so I don't know if any of you have heard of the 4-color theorem. Anyone? Oh, good. So that means that you can color any map or globe using only 4 colors. And when I heard about this, I was drawing all kinds of crazy shapes trying to disprove it. And they never did disprove it until 1976, which is, seems like kind of recently. But Klein bottle, you'll need 6. And another dimension. So, I don't know how much time I have, but I think I'm done for now, except I wanted to read you a little limerick by Leo Mosher. Came up with a limerick. He's an Austrian-Canadian mathematician. And it's a mathematician named Klein thought his Mobius band was divine. He said if you glue the edges of 2, you'll get a weird bottle like mine. Thank you.
60 seconds.